welcome to Lunch Therapy.
Hello and welcome to Lunch Therapy.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Hey, what do you write for?
I write for The New Yorker.
Oh my God, that's a huge
I
thing.
just got in last night and I'm reporting on the strikes and what life in Los Angeles is like right now with the strikes going on. And this is my first time at a picket line.
Oh my God, welcome.
Nice snow people.
Welcome to the picket line. Thank you so much for being here.
Nice to meet you.
All right. It's people like him that get the word out.
Getting the word out.
All
That's
right. All right. Thank you so much.
That's right. Getting the word out.
Getting the word out. Hello and welcome to Lunch Therapy. We're out here in space today. I hope everybody is feeling spacey, because I'm feeling that way. DJ Always is here. I love it when DJ Always shows up. Yeah. Always. Hummingbirds. What? Why is Boney's talking today? Boney, do you have a microphone today?
I think I do.
Oh,
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Oh, it's so exciting. So exciting. Clasterfan is here. Dynamic intro. How about that guy writes for The New Yorker? If anybody can figure out who that guy is, because I didn't ask his name. We need an article written about lunch therapy, I think. Isn't that right, Boney? Boney, can you find out who that guy is?
I can do my best, boss. That's all I can do is my best.
All right. Thank you. DJ Always says thank you, and we say thank you back. Let's get into this thing. It's called Lunch Therapy. Barefoot Tuesday. I'm gonna get myself a modem. I'm gonna get myself a modem. I'm gonna get myself a modem. Wow, it's a very auditory show today. I've got Mark over here. We're going to have Bloss on any second. Don't know where Bloss is, but we're looking for him in this forest. I'm in the forest.
I used to be so spry, boss. The way I used to ride around in that opening, now the idea of that hurts my neck.
Oh, remember when you used to dance like that?
Those were the days.
That was super fun. When was that, like 3 years ago or something? Whoa, I'm getting dizzy in this thing. This thing is moving. It's like an Imperial Walker or something from Star Wars. Who's driving this thing, too, anyway? Mark, can you get over there and grab that wheel? I don't know. No, nobody's driving. It's autonomous, of course, because we live in the future and everything is autonomous. Just J Comedian says, Lunch Therapy New York. What? I think there should be some lunch therapy in New York. That's for sure. I've got a roving report from Just J Comedian today, and it's going to be super good. The name of the show has Just J Comedian in it, and it says, How can we support one another?
You don't
By
even
Just J
remember the
Patterson.
name of your own show?
No, things go too fast around here for us to remember names of shows. Clasterfan says, is it an ATST? What does it mean?
Automatic transit.
Is that the ship that we're driving around in? I'm not sure what they call it, but I was thinking it was an Imperial Walker. But we're not Imperial people. We do like the fake butter.
Anti-imperialist around here. Anti-imperialist.
Anti-imperialist, that's right. Let's get into a little bit of meditation here, because it's going to be tough with Boney talking, and it's going to be tough with Bloss talking, and then Mark not talking. It is going to be rough today. It's going to be a rough one. Holy hummingbirds. I want to send out some healing vibrations to all of the people out there who might be catching COVID again, because COVID seems to be coming around again. So be very careful out there. Wear your masks, even if it's embarrassing. Do whatever it is. I think they got another vaccine coming up. Class
Do
Fan
you.
says, yes, do you. Do you. Whatever it is you do to be safe, do it.
The ATSD is the chicken walker that was on Endor.
Oh, thank you.
Star
Thank
Wars
you.
reference.
I knew it was a Star Wars reference. Yeah, that's what we were in. We were in the ATST. We'll be talking about that again later today, but right now we're going to get some healing vibrations. I want to tell you what's going to happen on the show. Just J Patterson does a roving reporter from Michigan, where Pam Palmieri did her first stand-up, that's pretty amazing, because Pam Palmieri, she's been watching the show since it began. I've known her for decades, and just this last weekend, she decided to get up there and do some stand-up. So I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Let me tell you, Pam Palmieri is a very brave woman. She'll jump out of an airplane. She'll
will.
fly an airplane. She'll do
She will.
whatever it takes.
It is so true. She is a very, very brave person. Thanks for saying that, Boney. I appreciate that. And here we got Bloss on. Bloss is looking like a cowboy, and he's got a dip in, I think. Is that what's going on? You got a chew in?
Check it out.
I've got the root chakra behind us. This is healing vibrations. Because today is about being grounded. Bring awareness to your breath and imagine it traveling directly into your root.
Ooh,
That sounds kind of graphic.
a little bit.
How's your root doing? Good?
It's hanging in there. I'll be
Yeah?
honest. Yeah, that tooth kind of took its. It did its pass. Took a little antibiotics for it. So, but I still gotta have it pulled. So I'm still dealing with it a little bit.
Bloss, not
Also-
your root canal, for God's sakes. It's your root chakra. It's that thing at the bottom of your spine that you sit on.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah. See?
that wasn't doing so good yesterday. I had some pain
I
there.
heard about
yesterday.
that. That's why I
Yeah,
got
I
the
had
root
to take a
chakra
little-
for you today, because I hear you got some back pain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
tell me
had
about
some
it.
sciatica, some lumbar, some root chakra. What you call it? Like someone was poking it.
Oh,
you know?
no. Like
Yeah.
Pokemon? Like Pokemon in your
Yeah.
back?
Oh yeah, like
See
that.
what?
Like I couldn't stand up straight
Oh,
or
man.
bend down.
Oh, Bloss.
But yeah, I took a what some people would call a metrocarbamol. Took a muscle relaxer so I could.
I love that how you say
Yeah.
what some people would call a metrocarbamol, which I was
think those
expecting.
people are doctors, and I'm a
Methylcarbamol.
medical doctor.
Did
I'm
you know
a
that-
medical doctor.
Did you know that Boney's a medical doctor?
Yes.
Yes, of course I did.
Methylcarbamol.
Yeah.
It's
Over
very-
COVID, he
very,
became a
very
medical
good.
One of
doctor.
those.
Try
I took
not
one of
to
those. I took a
overtake
halfer,
the
and then I took the other halfer about 45 minutes later, and I was out like a light. And then when I woke up, that poking, painful feeling subsided a little bit.
That's terrible.
So I just rested. Yeah, I had to
I
rest.
had
to take
some lower back
Yeah.
pain 2 weeks ago that was like for an entire week because I was doing deadlifts. Have you ever done deadlifts?
Ooh.
Not
Yes.
recommended at this age. Not recommended.
Well, it's if you use your knees, recommended.
Yeah.
If you use your back, not recommended.
So
I think Cluster Fan wants us to shut the heck up.
I know. I was gonna say we're gonna breathe, and we're all gonna shut up, and we're gonna breathe in through our nose, and out through our toes, so we won't even have to open our mouths. Here we go. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Hold it. Let it go. Let it go. Boney, I'm getting a little bit of a feedback. I think I can hear myself. Kind of cool. In through the nose, out through the toes. Let it go. Today I'm going to let the chats speak for themselves.
Ooh, I like.
Just going to let them speak for themselves. DJ always says must use your legs. Oh, I spoke for it again. Woo-sa! Sometimes I can't help myself but say the chats.
Oh, drop the shoulders.
How's your back now?
Yeah, it feels a little bit better now. It's actually, I think it's moved to my pancreas, the pain.
You know, Guignel, he had terrible back pain for many years. And then I gave him this book called Healing Back Pain by John Sarnoff, John something. And somebody had told me if you read to page 42, your back pain will go away.
What?
And so I gave it to Guignel, and I saw Guignel recently because he just moved to Los Angeles. And you know what he said? Back pain, gone.
After page 42.
Yep.
I gotta get that book.
You gotta get that book.
I gotta get that book.
Let's do one more. In through the nose, out through the toes. Boney does undead lifts, I think. Don't you, Boney?
I do.
Dead.
Whenever possible.
Yeah, just lift.
Right now,
Really.
I'm also having a little bit of a neck ache, so I'm trying not to do any kind of lifting.
Everybody's got ailments. Boney, you were telling me that there's some kind of moon in retrograde or some kind of thing going on.
Oh,
that's
yes,
gonna...
yes. My
Tell me
guru
about it.
told me that
Yeah.
right now everything is in retrograde. It's a terrible, terrible astrological time. But on the 15th, which is in just
15th.
3 days,
3 days.
everything is going to get a lot better. Everything's going to open up. There's going to be abundance everywhere. So hang in there for another 3 days and just realize that it's shitty for everybody right now. It's just shitty for everybody.
Yeah, okay, and once again, we're sending out healing eye vibrations to everybody who's having a shit show right now, and healing vibrations to everybody who's not. What the heck? You can have it too.
Yeah, no. All vibrations. All healing.
Vibrations. And here is a very special thing from Budengebaiden. It's a marmot.
Is he eating in front of it? What is he doing? He's teasing it.
He
That
is.
thing
He's
is
got,
huge. That thing is a bruiser. Jesus.
it's gigantic. Look at the
shoulders.
shoulders.
That thing is
Yeah.
huge.
It is. Look at the shoulders on that thing.
But he's not afraid of it at all.
No, I think it's his friend.
Is it his pet?
I have some new pets. Well, not new. We've got, last night I'm working on the show and all of a sudden I thought it was my cat, but it was a giant raccoon that came right into the studio. And
What?
He was
No.
hungry. He was hungry, yeah. You know, through a series of I guess missteps in my life, I've become a feeder of raccoons and skunks and cats and hummingbirds and whatever other animals I can have in
And
my
your
vicinity.
wife, you feed her too.
I feed her too, yes.
Jesus, what's
Animal looks like a giant squirrel. I'm a feeder. This is a feeder show.
It's
So
a
yeah,
marmot. A marmot.
a marmot. Anyway, marmot, hedgehog, or groundhog, same thing. Think so. Somebody find out, please. Claster fan, maybe.
I'll find out.
All right.
No, they are not the same.
They're not the same. Thank you,
No.
Boney.
They're a species of ground squirrels.
Oh, okay. All right. You sure? Groundhogs, marmots, not the same.
Although similar in appearance, they are not the same.
Okay.
Both marmots and groundhogs belong to the rodent family Securidae. and the genus Marmota.
All right. Thank you so much, Bonnie. We're going to start this over now. This is Christina Savkova. This is a song called Forest Dreams. And this is relaxing for anybody that's out there that needs to be a little bit of relaxing. Maybe they're on their lunch break. Maybe maybe they just got up. Maybe they were up all night. Handpan.
I need this.
What is that? This is a forest with art in it.
A little Blair Witch to me.
It is a little Blair Witch, but this whole park is in Austria, in a place called St. Corona am Wechsel. So it is a forest, and what they have, it's called the Art Forest Art Park. And they have all this art in the park. And that's one of the sculptures that's out there.
She's just there playing in the middle of the art.
Cool. Yeah. And I'll show you a little bit more of the art here in a second.
Don't you think they should? The name Corona seems a little bit out of date. Maybe double Corona.
Maybe they should call it Budweiser. Maybe we should call it Budweiser. That's a German name too, right? Here we are, Forest Art Park, Wechsel, Austria. And here's some of the
It's
art.
in Austria, huh?
Yeah, so if you happen to be in Austria, anybody who's watching right now, you might want to go out to this park if you haven't been there before. And there's all this art out there. The other thing that was interesting was that at the end, and I stopped it too soon, at the end of that, there was a school for playing the handpan. That I guess she must teach in or something.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe Christina went to the school. Maybe she teaches there. I don't know. Sometimes, it's a mystery here on the show. This is another piece of art. Is there a song? Is there a mystery song? It's the magical mystery tour that's coming to take you away. Coming to take you away, take you today. Look at this one. I don't know. That's just a piece of art that's like there in the museum. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Look at that. I thought you'd like that, Boney. Seems like that looks a lot like the Church of Chuckles to me.
Is that a person in the middle? What is that?
Yeah, it's a person.
It's a kaleidoscope of stained glass. Right?
What's a person?
Just Jay, comedian needs a tongue drum school. Maybe you could start at the Cristal Handpan Studio in Kempten. It's all in German, so I have no idea, but I imagine it's near the forest.
Is it Tom?
I think you should get a hold of some lesbians.
Why is that, Boney?
Well, they must be pretty good at the tongue drum.
Holy Moses.
I knew this was a mistake having Boney on the show. I can't believe it.
When you asked that question immediately, I thought, nah, Boney,
He's not.
Boney's not going to
say that.
Moses.
Boney's not going to say that. Oh my gosh. We got breaking news. It's actually an exclusive from Just Jay, roving reporter.
Just Jay, roving reporter, Joe Marshall's Lunch Therapy.
Okay, hey, this is J Patterson, your roving reporter for Lunch Therapy. And today I'm interviewing Pam Palmieri out of, where do you live, Pam?
Milan, Michigan.
Milan, Michigan. So I'm going to ask her a few questions. Number one, how many times have you performed?
None. This will be my first time on stage.
This is so exciting. I have heard you rehearse. Your set is great. I think you're going to do great. Tell me how you feel right now.
I feel petrified, but I'm ready. And I got to give a shout out to Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle and to our instructor, Bill. It's been awesome, and thanks for your help. Looking forward to it. And thank you, Jay, for coming out to support me.
You know what? It's what it's all about. We got to support each other, and I just can still see you saying, I'm going to perform my first 10 minutes on September 6th, and I go, I think I got to be there.
And
so here we are. So we're very happy for you. Anything else you'd like to say to Joel?
Joel, Jenny, I think I'm saying thank you, or it could be kind of a F you. I don't know if you know.
Oh, she loves you. Okay, all right, well, back to you, Joel.
Wow, is that cool or what? Wasn't that cool? Yeah. So that is a masterclass in how to support each other. We can learn from just J Patterson. She drove all the way up there from Kansas, all the way up to Michigan. I don't know how far that is. They were at that Comedy Castle, which is something we're going to find out about on the show. I'm going to try and get somebody from that Comedy Castle on the show. And hopefully Thursday, I'm going to be getting some of Pam's set, so we can show that on the show on Tuesday. So looking forward to that as well. Blas, have the muscle relaxants set in now? Because you have this look on your face, the open mouth look.
Yeah, he looks like a fish.
He looks a little bit like a fish. Oh, I know. He's muted himself. That's what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Blas Lorenzo with no voice. Are you back? Oh, good. Thank God you're back. That look on your face. I thought you were going to have some drool coming out there for a second. Oh, you're driving now? Oh, no. Don't drive well on muscle relaxants, okay? This is not...
Don't operate heavy vehicles.
Richard Gaddis is here. He says, hello, hummingbirds. Hummingbirds. Hello, hummingbirds. I think you should say that.
Hello, hummingbirds is what he said. Hello.
I needed a New York translator.
He's like a putty cat. Oh, like a Tweety bird. He's a Tweety boy.
Oh, God. Classier fan says, I would love to hear Boney and Lamb Chop on the show together. I would love that, too. That would be great. Oh. Boney, you were here when Lamb Chop was here, right?
That might be much.
I'm not sure, but I'll tell you something. I heard from Lamb Chop recently, and they're doing a show, and they invited us to go.
Really?
I think we should go and film it, if possible.
Oh, we're going to have to do that, Boney, for sure.
Ooh.
Lalitha is here. Go to the show in Los Angeles and hear the singing. Tell us about that. Do you know about that, Boney, the ERA feminist show that's happening? Is there some singing going on?
Oh, yes. Next Sunday, which is Constitution Day,
at
2 o'clock in West Hollywood's Plummer Park, the Equal Means Equal team is going to be putting on a show with singers and live art.
Okay.
Is that the same location as the gallery? As our gallery?
Plummer Park.
Yes,
Plummer Park.
It's out in the back part, and it's free. It's free and open to the public.
Oh my God, that's so great.
Oh, you gotta put that information back up there again one more time.
I gotta put the.
Very good.
Boney, while you're on, could you put the poster up?
Press release. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I don't know how.
All right. Well.
Very good show. Very good program.
That's great. There's a link in the show notes. Yeah. Tell me.
We had I almost said Maddie last week. And her work is so good. Very good.
She's going to be doing another mural in there, from what I understand. Maybe I'm crazy.
She's going to be writing the 24 words that will change the world. The Equal Rights Amendment. She's going to paint it right there, right on the ground, and then you can buy it.
Equality of rights under the law shall not be denied or abridged.
By the
by the United States or any state on account of sex. That's the Equal Rights Amendment, people. Just so you know. Hoi, Geniel. Geniel is here. Yes, it's good to have him here. He's here in Los Angeles now, so you can start booking him on all your television shows once the SAG strike is over. Just Jay says, bid on some of the fabulous ERA art. Yes, please do. It's for sale.
Yes, I will put
I need that book. I
link in the
need that book, Danielle.
Yeah, that's right. All right, breaking news.
Breaking or broken? It's
Broken news.
Joel Marshall.
That's what we have down here.
Broken world news.
All right, everybody. For those of you who don't know, that we keep you up on the news of the day here on Lunch Therapy. We make sure all broken news is available for everyone. By the way, link in the show notes to the art show. That will be going on until September 28th or something like that. But check that out. Now to the news. Breaking news. I'd like to be a frog. I sound like a frog right now. Got to find some liquid. Frogman. And it's appropriate because I'd like to be under the sea is the title of this particular story. Blas, did you hear about the I'd like to be under the sea news story?
I have not heard of this broken news. I am ready to be a
Claster fan was on to it last week when we tried to do this story. He really knew. He knew what we were talking about because, it's from the famous song. I don't know if you're aware of it. It's Beatles song. Octopus's Garden. Thank you very much. Here it is. An octopus's garden was found off the coast of Monterey. This is the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute. They found these octopuses, as we know. It's not octopi. Octopuses, people. Come on, people. Speak your English, people.
Jim Barry from Mbari here with some exciting news about an octopus oasis right here in our backyard.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and pick up.
Welcome to Davidson Seamount.
Check it out.
This stunning extinct underwater volcano is just 90 miles southwest of Mbari headquarters in Moss Landing, California. It was here that researchers observed thousands of octopus incubating their eggs. We call this behavior brooding.
Brooding.
Meet Moose Octopus robustus. We nicknamed this species the pearl octopus because from a distance, the nesting octopus looked like opalescent pearls scattered across the sea.
Don't you think 2 U's is a little bit excessive? 2 U's.
It's a little bit. When he said we named Moose, so
yeah.
I thought he.
If there could be 2 me's, there could be 2 U's, there could be 2 U's.
Oh God!
Don't be careful what you wish for. There are 2 U's, and also pearl octopus is the nickname. Why does it need a nickname? Why don't we just call it Moose Octopus robustus? That's a pretty good nickname.
Because he just said it, Joel Marshall. He said because they look like iridescent little poils.
Well, why don't they just call it that then? Why don't they call it that instead of Moose Octopus? They're just hoarding U's.
That's a genus. That's a scientific name. What are you, stupid?
Oh my God! Why do they have scientific names and regular names? I don't understand that. It's confusing enough as it is.
Just have a name.
Just have the one name. Call it a pearl octopus. Come on now.
You're not Joel and then Muy Jokely. You're just Joel.
Muy jokely.
Exactly. I'm not just muy jokely. When you went to medical school, Boney, did you have to learn Latin? That's one of my questions.
Absolutely. I learned Latin. I learned ancient Greek. I learned Pig Latin. I learned all of them.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Anyway, pearl octopus down there in the ocean. Next news item, lucky treasure. Lucky treasure.
Weren't we going to learn anything about how they're nesting? Because those little poils were octopuses hugging their little eggs.
Yes, so we got to move on. You got to go to the Mbari YouTube channel. Then watch that video because that's part of the fun of showing things on here is that gets you to maybe visit their website, learn some stuff about octopuses, maybe even learn how to say it. Lucky treasure. So look at this. Blas, you can't really guess the news items. It's not fair. But this is a a painting.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I do know about that.
Yeah, tell me.
I'll tell you that this lady bought this painting
Yeah.
years ago, and she kept it in her basement. She had it out for a while, then she took it out, put it in her basement, then she pulled it back out, only to realize that she bought it for a few dollars, and now it is worth $250,000.
To start.
That's what I know.
To start, it's worth. That's very good. That's very good.
start.
You're totally right. She was in a New Hampshire. She was in New Hampshire. She's walking around at the thrift store. She's like, I need a new frame, and she saw this, and she thought, and it was just in a pile of things up against the wall. And she went through them all, and she was like, oh, this looks like a nice frame. I'll take this. $4. Okay, here you go. $4. She took it home, put it in her attic.
$4.
Put it in her
Why
attic.
did she put it in her attic if she needed the frame?
I don't know. Maybe she was a hoarder. Maybe she was busy. I don't know.
She actually had it out for a while, and then put it away, and then realized, oh yeah, I had that print I wanted that was really nice. I had that nice frame, and she brought it back out, only to have people realize that saw it. Goes, that's an original. What?
It's an N.C. Wyeth painting. N.C. Wyeth, famous painter. I mean, look at it. It's a gorgeous painting. I don't know how anybody could put that in a thrift shop.
Why did she put it in her attic? Is she
It's
blind?
just, I don't know. But eventually she was like,
Well,
oh
because
yeah,
she
I think I have that
bought it.
painting.
She originally bought it for the frame. That's why.
She bought it for the frame. Imagine if she would have just gutted it, taken that thing out.
Don't
Thrown
say
it out.
that.
It's
If
horrible.
she'd have
isn't it?
gutted it and threw it away and then kept the frame,
Yeah. Could you
it
imagine?
would have been worth all $4.
Oh my God.
Now
So-
she has something that starts at $250. Probably with the great story and the preservation of it, it'll probably go up to at least probably $325.
Well, she tried to, when she first got it, she thought, I should find out what this painting is before I take it out of here. And she tried to find out the information. She couldn't find it, and she hung it on her bedroom wall. And then that's when she was like, I'm sick of this painting, and she put it up in the attic.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And so then she posted a picture of it on her Facebook group that was dedicated. There was a Facebook group, not hers, that was dedicated to finding lost things in walls, attics, dug up in floorboards, salvaged things. And that's when somebody was like, I think you better take that to an auction house. I mean, that's pretty incredible.
That's a
cool.
great story.
It is a great story.
It goes to show that you should pay attention to the things that you get.
That's right. Sometimes they say go shopping in your own closet.
Yep. That's what I say when my family wants to go shopping. I say, go in the garage. Start there.
Stop talking. Go in the garage. That's what you say.
I'll tell you, though, why I know about that is because Celia showed me that specific article on
It's
that.
cool, isn't it?
She goes, look at that. Because she looks for, she shops for vintage, what is it called? Like glassware,
Mhm.
like cookingware, stuff like that. And she's real good at finding things that are valuable, And,
Maybe she could find
she's
some valuable stuff
Been
for
doing
me.
that for a little while. I'll do this. We'll take some pictures of some of the stuff that she's found
Yeah.
and that she's got, and we'll put it on on a Tuesday, and you'll see some of the stuff I'm talking about.
Maybe we can
She's
be
the one
Antique
that-
Roadshow as well. We can become Antique
She's the one that
Roadshow.
told me about that print, that painting.
That's cool.
That's why I knew it. I just happened to know.
I know. That's
Even
cool.
though you pulled it up, I was like,
That was super cool.
I
I was like,
for there for a second, right?
I was like, wow, this is different. This is really different.
What's different?
It's
I
like a
knew what was
new
going-
leaf that would turn. So here's the next story. Dog finds purpose. This dog was in a. Oh no! Now he disappeared. He was in a shelter in Michigan, which is also where Pam Palmieri is, in the Comedy Castle. And his name was Mutt, and he had a kind of a penchant. They say, how they say penchant. He had a penchant for disappearing. He just liked to disappear, and so then what happened was he kept disappearing. They kept trying to catch him, and he stole off to a retirement home, and he found his people. He found his people at the retirement home. Now he's a dog. No, he didn't find his original owner. He found new owners. He went there 3 different times. They kept bringing him back. And the staff decided that Scout was determined to be there, and they officially adopted him. And now he's the resident's best friend.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
So what you're telling me. He's getting free rent again.
Oh my God, this guy knows how to work it. He really knows how to work it.
Free rent.
Check it out. He's like eating pizza.
Wow.
There he
Oh, look
is.
at that.
He's eating pizza. I mean, he went and found some pizza. He's they got signs there. It's the atrium. This is where he left from the animal control, and there he is, all happy at the Meadowbrook Medical Care Facility in Bel Air. That's Bel Air, Michigan. Bel Air, Michigan, I believe.
Wow.
This is in the Detroit Free Press. That's right. Look at that.
Oh, look at him. Look
Pizza
at him.
and kisses. I mean, what more could you want?
Oh.
What more could you want? And finally, to round it out,
Dude, he's getting kisses? This is
yeah, he's getting kisses. Dog finds porpoise. A porpoise.
Can't get a kiss to save my life.
Great story.
Dogs
It
get
is a
more
great
kisses.
story, right? This is not the stuff we hear on other shows,
Great story.
only on Lunch Therapy. One more story. Dog story, bye-bye. Another Lucky Treasure story. This is a crazy one. I'll just play the video. Check it
A
out.
14-year-old Moorhead boy has one of the best fishing stories of the summer to tell. There's just one thing. It has nothing to do with a fish.
Instead, Connor Halsa reeled in a treasure. Mathematically, hooking this on Lake of the Woods is almost impossible. The story tonight from WDAY News reporter Kevin Wallivan.
14-year-old Connor Halsa is just days away from his freshman year at Moorhead High and more hockey. But Connor has the best summer vacation story that will be hard to top.
We were doing a walleye drift, so we stopped the boat and we put spinners on,
I don't know what this
and
means.
we just let the
Foreign language.
the waves take us.
Connor was fishing with his family on Lake of the Woods, a huge lake, when suddenly
I thought I had a big fish and I set the hook really hard.
it was no walleye.
Cousin Brandon Clipping, he netted it.
It was a billfold full of money.
My cousin Brandon, he opened the wallet up and he was like, he said some words that you probably shouldn't say, and then
This kid.
he said that there's some money in it, and he showed everyone, and then we took the money out and placed it all on the dashboard to let it dry off.
$2,000 inside the billfold.
My dad said we should give it to the person, so I told him we should too.
The money and other items inside the billfold full of moss and water. But they found a business card inside, and so the family called the number and tracked down the owner of the billfold.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, if I didn't,
found the guy.
I've got the billfold and in my hands, it's still for me hard to believe.
That's Iowa farmer Jim Denny. He was at Lake of the Woods fishing 1 year ago.
The water was awful rough. I was sitting on that back of the boat there, and the boat was rocking
What
back
are the
and
chances
forth
of
pretty
this?
good, and it must have just worked it up out of there and slipped off in the water.
The billfold fell out of his back pocket. He didn't realize it until he reached into his bib overalls to pay the final bill at the resort.
They had to kind of float me the money for the.
Isn't that great? Isn't that a great story? He gave him back the wallet.
It's a great story. I mean, it's a human story.
What happened?
What happened? You want to know more about what happened?
Whole deal.
Okay,
So
let's see.
that was the sunkenest feeling I'd ever been. Didn't have a penny on me.
It's hard to calculate. The odds are out of this world. A 1 million acre lake, 70 miles long, 70 miles wide. And Connor hooks a billfold the size of a deck of cards.
The
It's impossible that happened.
Finding a billfold in there, hooking a billfold in 20-foot water, I don't think there would be a number.
And so Jim recently made the trip from Iowa to Moorhead, Minnesota, where he met Connor and his family and offered to even give Connor money, but no deal.
To meet people like that,
Connor,
that's that honest. She says there's a lot of money in this billfold. And I see, I know. And I tried to get them to take the money. They wouldn't do it.
He customized it and put my last name on it.
Jim gave Connor a fancy, personalized cooler. But more than that, he gave Connor a compliment worth much more than the cash found at the bottom of Lake of the Woods.
I would take Connor for a grandson any day, and I'd fight for him any day.
Connor, well, he learned some great lessons about himself. and doing what's right.
Yeah, to be nice to everyone and like give back to people. We didn't really work hard for the money, he did, so it was his money.
Kevin Wallivan, WDAY News.
Wow, what a good kid.
And during his visit to the Fargo-Moorhead area, the farmer also...
What'd you say, Bonnie?
That's a very good story.
Isn't that a good story?
Very good story.
So for those of you...
The kid's not from Brooklyn because that's just not going to happen.
For those of you that may have lost your faith in humanity, there you go. There you go. Pam Palmieri is late. Pam, can you tell us, we had you on already, but can you tell us, Pam Palmieri, when we're going to get the tape of the stand-up?
Of your set. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. What a great story. Yeah, this is a great story, and we should all be like this kid. And now we're going to go into some trash. Okay, everybody, it's great to be here in the Trash Panda Comedy Club. I'm not sure where the Trash Panda background is. I don't know what's going on. There it is. All right.
Good job, Bonnie.
Good job. Thanks, Bonnie. Thanks, Bonnie, for being here today. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, boss.
Glad to be back here at the Trash Panda Comedy Club. You know, the other day I kind of said, I was in a Zoom room with a bunch of comedians, and I said, hey, you know what? We got the Trash Panda Comedy Club going here every Tuesday, and I'd love it if some other comedians would come down and do some comedy. So I put that word out there, and I'm putting it out here now. If you're a comedian, you want to try out some material with a massive audience on a YouTube show, well, let me know about it if you find it, because I'd like to also. But you know, it's weird. It's been such a weird time. I don't know what's going on. You know, I went and did stand-up at the strike, and they were like not like loving it so much. But it was really enjoyable, and I put it out there on the internet, and people seem to really enjoy it. Although I am getting some funny comments that I didn't expect, like, why don't you get a real job? And somebody else said, I hear McDonald's is hiring. Not really the kind of thing that we're hearing in our actor world here. But, you know, being a striking actor is weird. I totally understand. It's hard to understand what is going on. You know, a lot of us, you know, actors who are striking, we don't have an acting job. So it's like striking for a job that you don't have. You know, it's like going into a job interview and then instantly going on strike and saying, oh, I don't have the job yet, but when I do, I'm going to want to get paid more. So it's weird.
Aspirational striking.
It's aspirational striking. That's right. It's also, you know, I mean, what we're doing is we're you know, there's strength in numbers. So the few of us that do have the jobs, we're kind of striking for whomever that is, who's ever standing on the podium at the particular time for the future. So when I do get that job, I want to make sure that I can make a living at it. Just maybe not today. Also, I had some marmalade the other day. Have you had marmalade before? I don't understand marmalade. What is going on? I think what happened is they made some orange jelly, right? They were like, maybe people will like orange jelly, and nobody likes orange jelly. No one likes it. And so, I mean, when somebody asks you, like, what kind of jelly do you want? You say like raspberry or strawberry or maybe even grape. But never do you say, I'd like some orange jelly. So they probably had this big warehouse of orange jelly, and they were like, what the hell are we going to do with all this orange jelly? And they thought, well, maybe we should come up with a different name for it. How about, like, you know how, like, Smuckers calls jelly Smuckers, and all of a sudden it sounds good? Well, they were like, why don't we call it Marvelous Jelly? Marvelous Orange Jelly? And they were like, no, not that. How about Marmalade? Marmalade! Perfect! Oh, and we got all these orange peels in the back, too, from squeezing all these oranges. Why don't we just shred them up and put it in the marmalade? Do they do that? Is that something they do? Boney, you got some weird sound effects going on. I like the applause, but I'm not sure about the gun or whatever that is. You know, I don't like showers. Anybody else? Who likes showers? Who like baths? This is a big controversy that we have on the show. Kamala thinks I'm not manly because I like baths, It's like I don't know, it's a strike against me and my manhood, as it were. Pam Palmieri. Oh yeah. We're getting what? Yeah. So
depends on how you take your bath.
And just soaking in your own schmutz.
I like
letting it wash down and down the drain and out.
I like what Blas said. It's how you take your baths. You can take them in a very macho way. You know, like back in the day, there was a show called The Fall Guy. You know, and he was like a tough guy, but he took a bath and he was smoking a cigar. And the bath was outside, too. That's the real manly way to do it. An outdoor bath like the cowboys. Because the cowboys were all bath takers. And they were macho.
You had was bath. That's all you had.
That's all you had was bath.
Water.
No, they had showers. Then the Westerns, sometimes they have the showers. But none of the cowboys take them.
Water.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kamala says that it's like you're sitting in your own filth, right? And I don't agree, because the shower to me is like a torture. First of all, you have to stand up, which there's nothing really relaxing about standing up. I stand up for a job. I don't want to do it when I'm bathing as well. And then the whole shower head thing, it's never the right height. Sometimes it's too low. Sometimes it's too high. Sometimes it's too strong. Sometimes it always seems to have a direct target to your nuts. And then sometimes it's totally weak and you have to like run around and like try and get under the water and it's just dribbling out of there. And it's freezing.
With the bathtub, the water's there.
And also when the shower and you turn it on is like too cold or too hot or whatever it is, you don't want to go in there, and finally you have to kind of force yourself to go in there, and then you get in there and it's like, your body's like, don't make me stand in here, don't make me stand in here. And then after a while you get used to it, and then your body's going, don't make me go out there. Don't make me go out there. Once you get used to it, you're like, I don't even want to go out into the world. I want to stay here in this moldy, wet phone booth. Do you ever take a shower at somebody else's house too? Like somebody maybe who's not so clean. You know, maybe you're visiting your like nephew at college or something, and you have to take the shower, and it's like getting in there feels like, you know, it's like what we were saying about the Imperial walkers earlier. It's like remember Luke Skywalker? He was on Hoth and he cut open that big animal and then he got inside of it. That's what it feels like when you're in somebody else's grimy shower. It's just way too personal. It's like rolling around in somebody's like wet laundry that was like stuffed behind the washing machine. It's just gross. Some people like cold showers. Some people love cold showers.
Very good for your Vegas nerve.
You know, some people love them, but they're, you know, are they suicidal? Are they masochists? I mean, you could have a heart attack, right? They're like, hey, it wakes me up. They're the same people who like to get up early. You know, they're like, I like to get up early before the sun comes up. Who are those people? They're like punishing themselves for something. You know, I once sent Guinel, I got him a job, and he went to Texas and he sold books door to door, and they told him he had to take a cold shower every single morning. And he had to sing a song about selling books. You know, if I had a boss like that, I'd quit. And you know how I'd quit? I'd go into work with a big bucket of ice and I'd just ice bucket challenge, just dump it on their head. How do you like it now? Huh? How do you like it now? That's what I would do. If I had any balls. You know the balls thing? People say, you know, he's got balls. They even say she's got balls. I think they should say he's got boobs. Or she's got boobs, because it's much more universal, because everybody's got boobs.
She's got boobs.
You'd be like, wow, he's got boobs. That'd be much more. Maybe they should have that in the Feminist Art Show. I don't know. Greg Wardla is here. Greg Wardla says a bath is sitting in a foil stew of your own germs. Pam Palmieri loves showers and baths. Foul. Oops, foul. Marmalade. Blech. Marmalade's horrible, and I think it's gross, and I think it should be abolished from the earth.
Like marmalade because it's bitter.
They should take all the pancakes and all the marmalade and just ship them over to the UK, and they can stop their complaining. That's what bubbles are for. Neem soap. makes it manly. Neem soap, yes. I have some of that neem soap. It's from India. It basically burns my skin. It burns my skin. But, I don't like... Neem soap is a special soap that's made in India, and it makes you really clean. It burns because...
Antibacterial, Joel.
That's right.
Antibacterial. It's very green, and it's fantastic.
But it's very, very possible that I'm a complete wuss.
Is it a...
It's very possible.
Is it a curry remover?
It's a curry. Yeah, it removes curry.
It's a curry remover?
When you take a cold shower or splash cold water on your face, it resets your vagus nerve. And your vagus nerve affects how your nervous system feels.
What is this, a doctoral lecture now? I thought this was a stand-up comedy routine.
Cold splash of water is always good after you wash your face or after you shower. Always good.
Pam Palmieri says, wait, Joel, when you get old, you will have a bench in the shower with a shower wand and start to love showers. Shower wand, that's a bacterial infection right there. Shower wand. When I take a bath...
Leaning against the wall.
Like after you take the shower, after you take a bath, you have to take a shower. When I take a bath, I was finished with a shower, so I know I'm playing. I was finished with a shower. When I take a bath, wow, that's interesting. The shower bench can be icky. Yeah, imagine. What? Oh wait, can you interpret New York interpretation again? What'd you say?
Yeah, what he means is first he takes a shower so he's all clean and fresh, and then he gets in the nice bath and he can play around and it's not disgusting because he's already clean.
Because he's playing. He's got it's like when you go into the public pool, you should take a shower first, right? Oh my God, that's great. No one does that. No. There's no pee in the ool. Okay, one more thing. I want to do one more thing. This car wash. I was doing stand-up in front of a car wash. A lot of you have seen it out there on the internet. It's very popular, but it's so popular that I'm starting to get some advice from other, I guess, stand-up comedians about what I should say, and I've got one today. And I'm going to try and do his bit from his name is at Robert Page 2023. And he made this comment and he gave me a whole routine. So I'm going to just try and do that for you here today just to see how it goes. He said, first of all, next time bring a recording of some old I Love Lucy laugh tracks. Okay. All right. So we're going to turn off the music here and we're just going to use laugh tracks. So I Love Lucy laugh track. That's Boney. Can you give me some I Love Lucy laugh tracks?
Coming right up, boss.
All right. Thanks.
There you go.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Oh, there we go. That's great. Can you just crank it up a little bit? Oh, all right. Okay. Thanks. All right. So, and then also he said I need a black guy doing rim shots. Blas, do you think you could do it? Could you do the rim shots?
Filipino Mexican.
Sure.
What are you talking about?
I know.
I guess I'm as black as we're gonna get.
I guess so. Maybe he's referring to like that guy Batista, who's on the Colbert, the Tonight Show. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
It does the rim shots.
He does the rim shots, right? Okay, so here we go. You're actually going to tell a joke, aren't you? Maybe do this act in a country where people speak English. Oh, I know what the problem is. The mic is on. That's what he said. Okay. In the future, let me write your material. Here it is. With so many baby boomers still around, why not do a cruise ship stand-up routine? Jokes like, hey, then louder for those asleep with their hearing aids off. Hey! Have you seen those late night commercials? Oh, wait, you're asleep by then. But I'll tell you anyway. They're advertising a chair for senior citizens that when you stand in front of it, the chair slowly comes up to meet your butt. I mean, we all know that when we get past a certain age, that sitting is just a free fall event. You line up your rear with the chair, and then you just let go. But then you eventually have to get up. I mean, that diaper can only hold so much. But those automatic lift your rear in the air chairs take so long to do the job, you might be dead by the time it gets you full standing. Who has that kind of time when you're old? Good night, everybody. Remember, you can tip your waiters and waitresses and where your room is. See what I mean? See that one? That was good. All right. Thank you so much for all being here. And thank you to the internet troll for everything.
That was weird. That was a very weird little glitch.
Hey, we got to keep the people happy, right? I just appreciate having writers, right? Okay, now Jeff Lohman sent me this. This is some wildlife therapy from Thailand.
Oh, look at that guy. Oh, look at that thing.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, she's good. Good videos.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, Jeff was saying that might be a poisonous centipede that when you pet it, it gives you some horrible rash.
Why are you petting it? You don't need to pet it.
It's cute and furry, and you want to pet things.
It's not a petting pet. It's a
Isn't that
centipede
self-explanatory, Blas?
that needs to live its life and it needs to turn into a butterfly eventually. That's all.
What you're talking about? That's a
Not a
gorgeous
designed pet. It's a pet.
pet if I ever saw one. You know,
It's horribly dangerous.
you know, it's very important. One of the things is last week we had the title of the show was like, "Are pets good for your health?" And that I don't feel like that was something that I ever addressed appropriately. So I'd like to do that
Great
now.
for your health, but not that pet.
Oh, well, I mean, pets in general, I think, are good for you, regardless whether they're raccoons or skunks or hummingbirds or cats or dogs or caterpillars.
Or gerbils.
Yeah. Don't be knocking the pet owners out there. So, benefits of pets: companionship and emotional support, stress reduction, lower blood pressure, increased physical activity. There's a pet for you.
That not make your life better.
I know, really.
Come on, look at that. Look at that right there. How could that not make you feel good about yourself?
It's good, right?
Have a pet hound, have Jack Russell.
It facilitates social interaction, establishes routine and responsibility, unconditional love and comfort, improved mental health.
Look at the face on that dog. It looks like it'll take on your stress for you.
And you know, it also has a potential for allergen reduction. Because like the more you're around some of these things, I mean, if you don't have like go into anaphylactic shock or something, it can actually make you more immune to the allergens. Security and protection. Look at that cat is protecting that fish. Entertainment and joy. Teaches empathy and compassion. And reduces feelings of isolation. All right.
All of them.
Gosh.
Although that looks a little.
That guy's cool. Who says we're not licensed therapists? I think we've earned a license by now. Don't you think, Blas?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that if we hold on to the title of unlicensed, then we're not responsible for people's
They're not responsible.
problems.
Please don't do this at home. Even though it's incredibly
Look at
cute.
the dog's eyes. Look at those puppies' eyes. Wow. They're bluer than yours.
They are. Look at that guy.
Oh, look at that guy.
Carpet Nugan.
It's cool.
Is that cat undercover?
Oh, look at him. Oh.
Okay, we're gonna do one speed round, and you and Boney will be the contestants, because this is not something that people can do at home, but it's a very interesting contest. Let me see if I can get to it.
They can't do it home because of the.
Oh, you'll understand it when you see it.
Break it down.
No, you'll understand it when you see it. Boney, can you call it up, but don't look at the answers.
Okay.
Okay?
There
All
you
right,
go,
just-
boss.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Well, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. All right, kids. It's time for a contest, and then we got to hit the dance break, unfortunately. All right. So here's the contest. It's Bloss. I guess it's going to have to be Bloss versus Boney, not the Hummers.
That stuff smells.
Oh, yeah. This is brought to you by Lunacy. I totally forgot. We have to run their commercial here.
Oh yeah, that stuff smells delicious.
Stuff is so good.
Look at it. Oh my god.
That's Joe Fury's cousin.
Lunacy.
Because I don't think that's Joe.
It's my.
Yeah, maybe.
It's Jack.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Jack Fury, his cousin.
It's madness.
It's madness.
It's
Lunacy.
The guy's an animal.
It's the lunacy.
I hear it actually gets to your brain a little bit. The smell actually goes right into your brain.
It's madness.
I'm sure it does.
Look at it. Who doesn't want to be like that?
Lunacy by Fury.
All right. So this is brought to you by Lunacy by Fury. Now it's Boney against Bloss. It's a speed round. I feel like I've missed a lot of comments. That's a cool cat. I was poisoned by a green caterpillar. See the things that I miss. Whew, sometimes it's
But
just.
don't pet caterpillars.
What?
Don't pet them. Don't pet
Pam
them.
doesn't want one.
They're small little before butterflies. They're not a petting pet.
Todd Lee has a very good important point. He says, "Look, we're almost to 3,000 subscribers, so we got to get whatever." DJ Always, thank you so much, DJ. I hope you'll stick around for the dancing if you can. If not, people have to get back to their life.
Cluster fan gave you a big compliment.
Cluster fan did?
Yes.
This one? Wildlife Therapy?
Yes.
Wildlife Therapy intro looked like it could be a Santana album cover. I love that. Yes. All right, so this is going to be a very fast speed round, my friends. What's going to happen is I'm going to show you a movie, a poster for a movie, and you have to sing the theme song. The first one to sing the theme song accurately
Holy Moses.
wins.
I like that. That sounds interesting.
It's going to be good, right? It's great that we have both of you here. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Because this is going to be a very big speed round here. Okay, here we go.
Who are you gonna call?
I think Bloss got it first.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, there's not even a lag. I think Bloss got it first. He said, "Who are you gonna call?" Like,
who are you gonna call?
All right, let's see. Here's the next one.
Oh, that's a jet.
Good luck, Boney.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh, Boney won that one. This one's moving fast. This thing. Okay.
Oh, I wish Cluster fan was here.
This is a tough one. I mean, I'm gonna say just as a ruling that I'm gonna say this is Darth Vader's theme. That's Superman. That's Superman.
Is that Superman? I thought it was Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No, that's Superman.
Empire Strikes Back, you bastard.
It's Darth Vader's theme song. No?
Yeah,
Anyone?
it's
Cluster fan, please. Too bad you can't in the chat hum songs. You can't hum songs. This is ridiculous. So I'm gonna do it. Dun 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 dun. Okay, Gone with the Wind.
Bastard.
Gone with the Wind.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That's just a line from Gone with the Wind.
No.
Cluster fan did dun 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 dun.
On with the
Exactly.
wind. Oh gosh, I used to know this one.
I think Boney had that one. Boney didn't have that one. What? That's not it.
Merry Christmas.
You can't do that.
Oh, I know. La,
What is it?
La,
La la da 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 da. Thank you, Boney. Nice. All right, next one.
Oh, this one. Oh, I remember.
Lost gets that one.
That was it.
Westworld.
Oh,
I don't know this one. This is a new one too.
Who plays this on the piano?
Yeah, let's hear it. It's a tough one. I don't.
It's very hard to sing that.
The Westworld theme song. I bet Clash Your Fan could do it. Clash Your Fan, could you type it? Wait, you can't do that.
He's cheating.
Turn that off, Floss. You're cheating.
What are you talking about? I'm not.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's close enough, Boney.
That's pretty close. That's pretty close.
Okay, here's another one.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Halloween.
I just watched the first one. I just watched the very
You
first
did?
one the other day.
It's a great
It's
show.
so disturbingly good.
I'm
So
too
good.
scared to watch
Halloween.
those kind of movies.
Clash Your Fan said he does another one.
Scared.
Halloween.
Watch this. It's just.
Oh my God, theme music's to this. I barely could remember the movie.
I think Boney gets that one. It's right? That was scary. That movie, the music was a big part of that scariness of that movie. I've got music playing on the show too. We can't have that. Okay. Well, anyone?
Live and let die.
Harry Potter. Who's got the Harry Potter?
Who
theme
sung
song?
that? Who sung that?
Live and
Who
Let
sung
Die.
Live and Let Die.
Paul McCartney and Wings.
Yep.
In this ever-changing world in which we live in. I wish I had that for the dance break. Anybody? Harry Potter? Are there any Harry Potters out there? Clash Your Fan knows Halloween.
I should have gotten another point for the Live and Let Die.
I think I gave it to you.
No?
All right, 5.
No.
5-2.
Yeah,
All right, one more, and then we got to hit the dance break.
Harry Potter. Game of Thrones.
Oh my God, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I know I'm not gonna get that one.
Oh my
Never
God.
watched it, not one episode.
Really?
I saw one scene where the dragon was having sex with some woman, and that's all I saw.
I wish I could have the hummingbirds play this
Somebody
game.
sent it to me.
Because this is such a good game.
It's just like all these wet things are moving like a clockwork orange.
Are you trying to just visualize it when
Just describe it.
Harry Potter, he's the man. If he can't do it, Boney probably can. He probably can. That's true. I love poetry on the show. All right. Thanks, Boss. You got to turn that off, though, because we'll get banned from YouTube. That's why we're singing the theme song.
Man, they can't even hear it.
All right, so it looks like Boney won 5-2.
It does. That's what it looks like.
Thanks,
Well,
everybody,
it
for
looks
being
like
here
it, but that's
today.
not the truth.
We're gonna
That's what
dance.
It looks like, but it's
We're
not
gonna
the-
dance it
Sometimes
out,
everything
people.
you see is not real.
There's a
All
fight
right?
happening. Oh no! Don't come to blows, please. Don't fight each other.
Boney, don't make me bony.
Kids, I'm gonna turn this car around right now. We're gonna go right back home, and there's gonna be no dance
Dad,
break.
I want to go. I want to go. No.
All right,
No.
dance break time.
What's the dancing?
These are my.
Gonna take me home tonight.
Yeah, I love this so much. I brought it back.
You're gonna let it all hang out, fat bottom girls. You make the rockin' world go round.
So good, this. Oh my God, I love this song.
I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery home. Left alone with big fat Fanny, she was such a naughty I've been singing with my band, across the water, across the land. I've seen every blue-eyed Lucy on the way, but their beauty and their style went kind of smooth after a while. Take me to them dirty ladies every time. Come on! Oh, won't you take me home tonight? Oh, down beside your red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Get on your bikes and ride. Mortgages at home, I got stiffness in my bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality. Oh, but I still get my pleasure, still got my greatest treasure. Hey, big one, you're gonna make a big man of me. Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight. Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you're gonna let it all hang out, fat bottom girls. You make the rockin' world go round. Yeah. You're gonna take me home tonight. You're gonna take me home tonight.
Thank you. Remember Monday.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
We'll
that's
see
such
you
a
on
good
Friday.
song. I
It's
love
so
those
good.
lyrics.
Thanks for being here,
Who do you guess
everybody.
on Friday, Joel? Who do we got on Friday?
That was such a great dance break, Joel. I loved it so much.
That was good, wasn't it?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was so good.